the Ron and Fez Show. Fez is getting his hair done right now. Fez, why are you getting the dye job if you're going to have it cut so short?
Well, I think because when he starts the cutting, the gray's all going to show up.
Oh, is that right? You'd be short and gray?
Yeah, so just do it all now so when the cutting starts, that gray won't be a big surprise to everybody when it shows up underneath.
Where suddenly it's like, remember like Don Rickles went gray overnight? When the whole thing can go gray at the same time, that's when you really freak people and think that you got hit by lightning. Hey, this week the new Tom Cruise movie is coming out, and I didn't realize this. It's the first time Tom Cruise has ever played a bad guy.
Well, that'll be interesting for him. You know, with Tom Cruise, I have a lot of trouble believing him as a good guy, so I don't know how I'm going to handle this.
Well, doesn't he always kind of start as like a bad guy in the beginning of every film, where he's the guy that you don't like because he's heartless and he's cold, and then whatever happens to him in the film, he becomes the great guy with the girl at the end. But normally he's like a salesman, cocky jet fighter / publisher / auto racer / football player. Whatever he happens to be, agent, and then something happens that humbles him, and he becomes a great guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He'll do anything it takes to get to the top till he finds out what's really important.
Now, when guys normally do the role where they, they're normally an action hero or just a regular hero, and then they play the bad guy, does that ever come off like a little desperate to you? Like, well, at the back of one thing I have in my arsenal is I know I could play the bad guy once and everybody will be shocked by that.
Yeah, it looks like, all right, this is a chance for me to completely reinvent myself. Like, almost like everyone's so used to me, I'm getting to be old news that I got to do something extreme to shake it up.
I think this started with your hero that you brought up in the Fastest Hour, Fred McMurray, played like a real bad guy in a Hitchcock film. And that, like, totally freaked out the audience. Wait, this is Fred's hair. This is Fred's phone number. 703-415-2040. Our phone number is 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. We're talking about good guys in the films that when they take that bad guy role, everybody freaks out. Bobo brought up to me one during the commercial, Henry Fonda in Once Upon a Time in the West, where he played a bad guy, and I mean a real bad guy. And it was just even still shocking to see that he is a really bad guy in this film. Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Yes, I believe Tom Cruise was in Interview with a Vampire, wasn't he? And he became a vampire.
Yeah, but he was the vampire Lestat, which everybody loves and is attracted to. That's almost like where the good guy is, where the bad guy is the good guy.
Yeah, no matter what the role is in that movie, he's the protagonist.
Yeah, you're talking about playing the absolute villain, right? When you're talking about bad guy, you're not talking about a regular bad guy. When
John Travolta all of a sudden is a war veteran gone bad in Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow, and you know what? There was another. I actually liked that film because John Travolta did something totally different. He played the effeminate bad guy and was great at it. There's something about a bad guy that has a certain amount of style that I think makes it an attractive role.
Then Travolta tried it with Battlefield Earth, where his bad guy thing was supposed to be just a real sinister laugh and long fingernails.
You're the only person who saw Battlefield Earth, so I will have to take your advice on that one. Here's Nathan. Nathan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez. How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
There's a movie with Alan Alda in it where he's found out to be the killer at the end of the movie. It's a psychological thriller. I don't know the name of the movie.
I saw that film where he bashes his wife towards the end.
Yeah, yeah.
That shocked the hell out of me. In other words, you don't even know he's the bad guy until almost the end of the film. And then he does something absolutely horrible. And I actually yelled out, that's the real Alan Alda right there. That's the Alan Alda that he's kept hidden from us all these years.
I can't picture it.
Oh, man. 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. And I think all these people have this as just, hey, if I need to pull this out, I got it. Bruce Willis tried it. Nobody bought into it. In a movie where he actually killed Jack Black. And in such a terrible way. And I'm like, how could he do this to Jack Black?
Was that the Jackal?
Yeah, the Jackal, which, again, pretty cheaply done. Almost a TV movie. And nothing really happening there at all. And yet, Bruce Willis was pretty good at it.
And that was, again, where he's playing a villain, and like John Travolta, goes for that real suave villain thing.
Here's Jim, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys, what's going on? How about Denzel Washington going from, where he ends up, when he ends up in Training Day, where everything before then he's been a good guy, but here he turns out to be a really bad guy.
And I think Denzel's going to do another one similar to that, where he plays the bad guy again. Training Day, great movie. And I don't even know if it was a great movie, tell you the truth. He was such a great character, you sat there with your jaw dropped, and he picks up an Academy Award for playing something in a normal kind of almost action film.
Yeah, he's one that can pull it off. He can do it both ways.
He's frightening when he's the bad guy. And, I mean, he's the guy who'll do a romantic comedy. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, how about that Woody Allen movie when he seduces his lover's teenage daughter?
No, that was real life. He's always the good guy in his film. He's the bad guy in real life. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Run of Fez.
Run of Fez, buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford in What Lies Beneath.
Harrison Ford and What Lies Beneath. And
that was that movie with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, it actually made a lot of money. I didn't really like the film at all. But you're not used to seeing Harrison Ford as the bad guy. Here's Larry. Hello, Larry.
Hey, guys, a little bit of a twist here. How about the professor from the Gilligan's Island? He was a bad guy before he was the professor.
I don't remember that at all. Do you, Fez?
Well, he was in all the B movies as a bad guy.
Yeah, I had no idea.
He played a bad guy in a lot of Westerns.
Really?
Yeah, and like he even talked about at one point where he thought he was going to get stereotyped as this cowboy villain, and now everyone just knows him as the professor who makes things out of coconuts.
But he was also stereotyped in sci-fi movies in the 50s. He was the guy that the alien got inside of to help take over the town. He did a bunch of those.
Here is Judy, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
Good. How are you doing?
Okay.
I got a good one for you. Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo.
Robin Williams playing the stalker.
Yeah,
odd kid toucher, very, very scary role for him.
He did that whole year of, all right, Death to Smoochie, here's a dark role I'm going to take.
But that was comedic.
Then came Insomnia, where he killed the fat girl in Alaska.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then 1 Hour Photo, where it was just all villains for Robin Williams.
I didn't think he really did well in any of them except for that 1 Hour Photo.
That was creepy.
That freaked me out. 866-277-4969. Here is Ricky. Hey, Ricky, you're on Run of Fez.
You there, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well,
go ahead, buddy.
Speak up, young man.
All right, I was going to say Kevin Spacey in Usual Suspects.
You know, the weird thing about Kevin Spacey is he wasn't really that well known when Usual Suspects came out, so I don't know whether that was a twist on it. He probably couldn't get that role today. You know, nobody would believe it.
What came out first? Was it Usual Suspects or Seven?
I think it was Usual Suspects, so I could be wrong. I think they almost came out around the same time. Check on that for me. Would you say, hey, John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what about bonehead Keanu Reeves in The Watcher?
Didn't see it. Did you, Fez?
I have never seen The Watcher. I just know him as Johnny Mnemonic.
Jason, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddies. How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Have you seen Johnny Depp in Secret Window?
No.
At the end, he's the villain.
Why would you bring that up when we haven't seen it? What's wrong with you? It's not even on DVD yet, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know. Is it awful?
It hasn't had pay-per-view yet.
Is it awful, Fred?
No, I liked it. I thought it was.
I feel like neck slapping you, Jason.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to give you something out of the prize closet.
That movie, I fell asleep during it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
20 minutes. And my friend said you could figure it out before the end. But I said, I don't know if I would have or not, because I missed them.
Jason, I'm going to give you something in the prize closet, but when you come over here to pick it up, I'm going to jump out and neck slap you, okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right, you're going in the big-ass prize closet. There you go, pal. Give him something, but not anything too nice, because he's going to get the neck slap.
Give him something used.
Mark, you're on a Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Macaulay Culkin, the good son.
Yeah, that was, and I think that kind of killed his career a little bit.
He was a creepy little kid in that thing.
He was a creepy little kid and everything. During the Home Alone movies, I was rooting for the bad guys. I was yelling, kill him.
The Wet Bandits?
Yeah, of course I did. Usual Suspect came out before 7, Fez. Just a little before. So they may have been the same year. That's all I'm getting is just before 7. Here is Irvin. Irvin, you're on my Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, got a couple, really, but what about Face Off?
When you take your face off.
Change it.
Here was cool about that. They both got a chance to play
roles.
The hero, and they both got a chance to play the villain.
Right. Yeah. And the other one, Ransom, when he had to turn into the bad guy himself.
That was a Mel Gibson.
That's what I thought. I thought Mel Gibson did Ransom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't the bad guy in that.
Nobody had to turn into the bad guy.
No, I don't think that it's like...
To get back his... To keep from
but I don't think that makes you the bad guy. That's like saying you take like a Clint Eastwood role where he's doing Dirty Harry. He's not the bad guy. He might be a vigilante. He might not follow the rules. He might be a lawbreaker. But you're not the bad guy. You're not the villain. The audience is cheering for you then.
Yeah, you're still the hero in the sense of that movie.
Now, has there ever been a film where, let's say, like a John Wayne played a bad guy? I mean, you could say The Searchers, but that was closer to being in one of those Clint Eastwood films. But I never thought he played the absolute villain in any film.
No, never the hero.
And he's probably done, 120, 140 films? Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, I got two of them. One is Jeff Bridges in the movie with Glenn Close where she finds a typewriter.
That was Jagged Edge. Yeah.
And the other one is the other Harrison Ford one where he's got the hot blonde mistress that he ends up killing with the hammer, and you don't find that out until the end.
That one I don't know.
I don't remember that one either. Thank you very much, my friend.
I think that was Star Wars.
Here's our friend Clemati. Clemati. Is that how you pronounce it, Littard? Cluminati, Fez. Hey, Clu.
How you doing, Fez? How you doing, Ron?
What do you got for us, pal?
Hey, what about that one Kevin Bacon movie where he was a prison guard that raped the boys?
Oh, that was Sleepers. He was scary as hell in that. He's played bad a couple of times. There was that River picture where he was being so mean to Meryl Streep and her son. He was scary as hell as that. And he's got a film out now, an independent film where he plays Kid Toucher.
And the Invisible Guy one, too.
Yeah, he was a bad guy in the Invisible Guy one, which I can't even remember the name.
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. Thank you very much, Fuzzy. Mike, we're talking about Tom Cruise turning bad, and everybody's acting like it's a new thing. It happens all the time. Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good, buddy. What do you got?
John Lithgow. He did two. One was Raising Cain, and then Ricochet.
I'll tell you right now, Blowout with John Travolta. That's the first time I ever saw John Lithgow in a movie.
Oh, that's right.
He scared the hell out of me in that. And I couldn't get ever used to him as a good guy in a film. I go, oh, my God, there's that murderer who chokes people with their watch chain every time that he was doing a comedy on TV.
They have him wear a button in that movie that says, I love liberty, and the director put it in because the initials are ill.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Bobo's got some facts for us. 866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. Here's Jim. Jim, you're on a Fez.
Hey, you guys are hilarious. First of all,
we really are.
What about actually Tom Cruise played in a movie called Taps, where he kind of
when he's a kid actor.
Did you guys really do?
Yeah, but I don't think that makes you the villain. He was kind of the confused kid. You felt for him. His head got screwed up. I don't think he was the bad guy in Taps.
And he was going against the, I guess you call it the establishment, the guys that were going to shut down the school.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah, he played basically the same role he did in All the Right Moves.
Right on.
Yeah, well, except for all the right moves. He didn't end up in the window with a machine gun yelling, "This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful."
Should have.
Well, you should do that in every film if you get the opportunity. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
De Niro in Cape Fear.
De Niro in Cape Fear played the bad guy, scary as hell. Now, the first time that film was Robert Mitchum, who played a hero in a lot of films. And kind of a bad guy in a lot of films, too, but that one he definitely was the bad guy. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, Fear.
Yeah, he was a real scary, stalkerish kid in that. That worked for me.
Because he looks like someone that would go nutty like that.
Yeah, I don't know how he turned into the nice guy in films, because he's really, it seems like his whole look, his whole attitude is a bad guy. Here is Ron. Ron, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Ron? What's going on, y'all? Hey, what about Wesley Snipes in New Jack City? He played a bad guy in that, right? But in everything else, he was a good guy.
Let me think. Has he ever played a bad guy before? He was great in New Jack City. You know what's weird for me about New Jack City? That the scene where it opens up where they're holding the guy off the bridge. Did you ever see that?
Right.
I saw my apartment in that scene, so I'm watching it in my house in New York at the time. I'm seeing this horrifying murder taking place, and I can see my apartment right from what I'm watching. And I'm going, I don't know about this neighborhood. I really don't know anymore. Here's Colin. Colin, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Colin.
Hi, Colin.
Yeah, it was written as Colin. Go ahead.
I love you guys.
Thanks, man.
Merv Griffin.
Merv Griffin.
In The Man with Two Brains, he was the killer.
As Merv Griffin. That's the weird thing about it. He played Merv Griffin as the Windex Killer. Stupid movie. Hey, Roger, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, listen, please help me with the title of this one, but Andy Griffith back in the early 70s played a hunter who had hunted everything but humans, and he lured two guys out into the desert and then started hunting the guys.
Was that it was a TV film, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, up until then, Andy was, he was like Mr. Goody.
All right, I got a film for you, though. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you this is the best film that's ever been made about comedy, radio, show business. It's called A Face in the Crowd. A Face in the Crowd, 1950s movie, black and white. And Andy Griffith is like Andy Griffith when he's on the microphone, but when he's backstage, he's the meanest bastard you've ever seen in your life. The movie is unbelievable. Jim Carrey was thinking about doing it for a while. Then I hadn't heard anything about it again. But for people who just think that, Andy Griffith is just this nice, sweet guy, he is an unbelievable actor. And he's one of those guys that got typecast. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, buddy.
What you got, Mike?
Rob Lowe in Bad Influence with James Spader.
Oh, yeah. That was okay, we'll make James Spader the nice, easy guy. We'll make Rob Lowe the bad guy. Didn't work. You got the great bad guy. You got the great nice guy. And you turn around and messed it up like Neighbors, the Belushi movie.
Stick to what you know in that one. And that was right after, I think, Rob Lowe's sex scandal at the Democratic Convention.
Oh, yeah, good point. That is right, because that if you look back at that, the whole thing was about sex on tape, and all those bits are in there. Fred the Hair Genius is with us tonight. He's at Bubbles in Pentagon City Mall. 703-415-2040. 703-415-2040 if you want to get a hold of Fred the Hair Genius. What's happening? What are you doing with Fezzies? What color are we going tonight with, Fred?
He's just getting a basic. It's like a medium ash brown.
Ash brown?
Ash.
Oh, okay.
With
Ash.
an H.
Oh, okay.
Ash.
Okay.
And no highlights tonight because we're going pretty short with it. And plus, just because of the condition of his hair, we won't be doing any highlights for a little while until things get a little healthier.
No, jeez. Is it that bad, Fred, since he went on the antidepressants?
Well, no, I think it's growing in a little bit better, but what the stuff that's left that we're cutting off is not so great. So.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been anything you've done to it over the past month.
Certainly no.
I
make hair happy, thank you.
So the best thing for him is to cut it down
Yeah, and then start over. Cut my losses is what you're saying.
Then, he needs a new little look going on.
Yeah, he does. You're bored with it. Yeah.
What has Brown done for you?
Well, I know now it's gotten so long, like especially on the sides, I have to take this hair glue that you gave me and just mat it down, or else I have just big, giant Polly Walnut wings flapping in the breeze.
Hey, Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddies, what's going on?
How you doing, my man?
I can't complain. Hey, remember that movie star Michael Douglas falling down?
Oh, yeah, he was the bad guy in that and did a great job.
He went absolutely crazy and started just, hitting people with baseball bats.
And he must have either got a lot of awards or nominations for that. And then also, he was the real kind of bad guy in Wall Street. He was definitely the villain in Wall Street, and they ended up giving him an Academy Award. So people tend to like it when you play against type. They love when you do this. Fez, do women do this at all?
Yeah, I think they try that. Like Meryl Streep will do it. Sometimes she's the heroine, and like in this Manchurian Candidate, she's like a villainess.
Yeah, but she's also been around a long time, great actor. Do any of the young ones do it, like Julia Roberts, when people are kind of at that peak or say the same point?
Charlize Theron. Monster.
Yeah, you're right, Charlize. And again, they turn around, they hand her the Academy Award because they go, look, you can do more than just one part.
It seems like they get, like, if a woman does it like that Charlize thing, it goes really extreme the other way, where they try to be, like, extra plain or something like that. Take away any of the glamour out of it.
They uglied her up real good.
Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Got Patrick Stewart from Conspiracy Theory.
Thank you very much, my friend. Here is Davey. Davey, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, somebody called up and said Wesley Snipes ain't never done a bad role, but that great movie Demolition Man.
Well, no, he had done New Jack City before Demolition Man.
I know. Like somebody called up and said that he'd never done a bad guy role before, but he definitely did.
No, what he said is before he did that film. That's what they meant by it. Demolition Man, I saw, was a little more like a cartoon role, too. That was almost like, you could say Sylvester Stallone played a bad guy in Spy Kids 3, but you never believe it even for a second.
It's not like you're playing a villain. Well, you're playing a villain, but you're not playing evil. You're playing silly.
Here's April. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
I wanted to mention Harry Connick Jr. in Copycat.
Great role. And you know what? I went back and watched that movie. Not as good as I remembered when it came out. I went, this is a really good movie. So it was on not that long ago. I TiVoed it to watch it again. And I'm like, this is the movie that I was so impressed with?
That thing scared the hell out of me.
I think that's what it was. It was like a scary film. But after you get through it and find out whatever, as you're watching it the second time, and that can happen like with a lot of films that you can see just really don't hold up on you. And maybe it was just that way for me. Hey, Gene, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
What you got, Gene?
Don Johnson.
I heard him say Don Johnson and what? That's all I got out of it. Don Johnson, when he tried to fist fight me, Fez, he probably was the only time I saw him turn heel.
And I guess the cocky golfer in Tin Cup?
He must have played bad guys more than that, though. Because he was like the likable bad guy in that.
He ate his girlfriend and a boy in his
Hey, we all do. Ron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron Fez, how you guys doing?
Hey, pal.
Hey, how about Sam Neill in Event Horizon?
How about him?
I missed that event.
Here is Stuart, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator?
You know, it was the weird thing about Terminator is they turned that role around and made it the hero.
Yeah, but not on the first flick.
On the first flick, he was definitely the bad guy. But had he done much before that? I guess he did Conan first.
He did Conan, he did Red Sonja. You know, they're all hero movies. Commando, stuff like that.
I don't think he did all. I thought Terminator was one of his early films.
Yeah, he definitely didn't do Commando before Terminator.
I may be wrong on Commando, but he did Red Sonja and he did the Conan series.
I don't even know about that because, you know, Terminator, it doesn't seem that long ago. And then when you watch it, I mean, Arnold is a baby face in that thing. He doesn't even look like the same guy.
I definitely think Conan was before Terminator. I don't know about any of the other ones, though. I thank you, my man.
Conan was his first. Yep, bye.
But never played a bad role, a mean guy since then, right? Since the first Terminator. And I never like the Terminator role was the good guy. I don't know why. I think you're missing the whole point. I'm never scared of the other Terminators. I never feel like the Terminator's in trouble.
That's the thing that they'll constantly do in wrestling. Like The Undertaker, everyone's supposed to hate him. He's so evil. But he becomes so popular of a character, they just have to turn him.
Hey, Earl, how are you, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
My buddy, Earl.
Hey, Earl.
Hello, bud.
Earl's throwing a press conference tomorrow, Fez, to announce his new plans. Earl, what's happening with you?
I'm good.
You running against Obama?
I love Obama.
What's going on, buddy?
I got a good one. How about Henry Fonda?
We talked about him earlier, Henry Fonda, and Once Upon a Time in the West.
The ultimate heel turn, I think.
Awful, scary thing. I mean, if you watched it now, Fez, you'd be scared of Henry. And Peter Fonda said, "This is the man I grew up with. This is what I was trying to tell you."
With Jane Fonda... Henry called Jane and said, "What do you think of the movie?" She goes, "That's the best role you've ever done because it's all you."
Jacobus came up with something good, saying, people forget that Ben Affleck played a lot of bad guys before he played the good guys. That's true. And all of his first films, he was the annoying kind of big guy who picked on little kids. Mallrats,
Dazed and Confused?
Dazed and Confused, School Ties. He never was a nice guy. He never was an attractive guy who got the girl. And then suddenly he became somebody totally different.
He did an HBO movie where he played a roid head.
Is that right?
Yeah. He plays a guy who takes steroids too much and he just becomes a lunatic.
Yeah. All right, my man.
All right, buddy.
See you at the press. Here is Ben. Ben, you're always running here and there.
Woody Harrelson, Natural Born Killers.
Natural Born Killers, I'm going to go and say that he was kind of the hero of that film.
Yeah, that's the guy that you're rooting for no matter what he's doing.
I was actually rooting for Juliette Lewis, but that's me. That's just my...
So bad, though. So bad.
Yeah, but again, that's like saying like when it's Bonnie and Clyde, they're supposed to be the bad guys, but you root for them against the cops. You want them to shoot the cops.
It's true, but going from Cheers to that, I thought it was pretty impressive.
Go back and watch that again.
The movie's a parody, though.
That film doesn't hold up very much. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, there was one a long time ago with Alicia Silverstone in it called Crush.
Yeah, I remember that. Did that come out before or after her big hit?
It was way before Clueless.
Yeah.
And it was a good one. And then there was one other one with Drew Barrymore and the girl from Roseanne Barr.
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
both those films are dead. Here's the interesting thing about them, is that where the adult has sex with underage girls, and yet they're the villains, and they get killed or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the most bizarre Lolita turn this society could ever take. An adult has sex with a child. The child is so crazy, he kills them, and then as an audience, we're all supposed to, oh, relax. Jaws is dead, and everything's all right. We're going to take a break. Back in a few moments. It's the Ron and Fez Show.